Oh my god, you guys, I had so much fun with today's video and I cannot wait to share it with you. So we're doing a full face get ready with me. I have a full basket of new products that I'm excited to talk about. Plus, in honor of Bella Beauty Bar re-releasing the Pastel Garden, I thought, why not create a look? Plus, someone asked me to, and it was such a good idea. And once it got in my head, I could not get this color combo out. But believe it or not, this was super easy to create, and I'm so excited to share it with you. So let's go ahead and get into it. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Heather, and I love all things makeup, especially colorful makeup and indie brands. And if you guys love those things too, I really hope you will subscribe. For real, subscribe. But let's go ahead and get into what we're doing today. So I'm not going to really talk about what's in the basket because I do talk about that like as we're going in the video, and I don't want to spoil anything. But as I already mentioned, the Bella Beauty Bar Pastel Garden Palette has been re-released, and the new packaging on it is so freaking beautiful. I've even considered buying it, but I'm like, that's such a waste because I already have it. And I did pick this up during Black Friday, so mine's new as well. And I told myself to stop, calm down, and we'll just create a look with the one that I already have. So I am an affiliate with Bella Beauty Bar, but I did pick this palette up myself, as I mentioned, during Black Friday. I do have a code with the brand, and it is AOML, and it will save you 10%. It is affiliated, so if you use it, I really do appreciate it. So this is on a pre-order that is 1 to 3 weeks. I don't know when this pre-order started. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Don't count me on it. I would have to go like check their site and see when they actually like started the pre-order. But the packaging, the new packaging on this is so freaking stunning. I absolutely love Bella Beauty Bar so much. They are one of my top favorite brands. Every time I do like try something from them, it completely blows me away. So when someone recommended or asked for me to create looks with this palette for spring, I was so excited to do so. And I think it was a brilliant idea. I do want to create some more looks with the palette, like in a 4 looks, 4 palettes type of video, because it would be a shame for me not to. It's just too beautiful not to. But I don't know if I mentioned, this palette does retail for $69 US, and there's a ton of shades in here. So this palette has 36 shades, which, like I said, is a lot. But this palette for me is like such a perfect companion palette for all the palettes that are deeper. Like the Beauty Below that just launched from Blend Bunny would be so good with this as well. The Poison Garden, I almost used the Poison Garden. But to be honest, I'm glad that I didn't allow myself to pull in deeper shades because I love this look just the way it is. But that's all the information I have on the palette. But now I want to go ahead and get to the part where we actually put it on. So let's go ahead and get into it. I am so excited and ready for today's video to create a look. Hopefully it's going to be really fun. I do have a full basket of stuff. A lot of it is from Lawless, but not all of it. And I got the new highlighters from NYX. I have some stuff from Blackmoon Cosmetics. We have the new Tarte concealer, but you get the picture. So I planned on doing this full face of stuff with the new palette from Natasha Denona. And while I still want to create a look with this, someone in my comments asked me if I would create a look or looks with the Pastel Garden because they've been thinking about getting the newer version. They just re-released this. The packaging on it is so pretty, but I just bought this during Black Friday and I really haven't gotten the chance to use it yet. So I was so excited. As soon as I read that comment, it got embedded in my brain and I was like, man, I have to do something with it. So that is what today's video is going to be. I haven't decided yet. I would like to do more than one look with it, but it's kind of weird to do several looks in a get ready with me. I don't know. I might still do it. I might not. I guess you guys will know before I know, because I'll let you know in the intro. But I am so excited to create a look with it. I have such a good one planned, and I think you guys are going to love it. At least I hope so. But I actually started filming this video yesterday, and I had done most of my base, but I was running late. Or I thought I was. That's a whole story we'll get into. So I was like, shit. And I just turned off the camera and just finished filming, getting ready, because I didn't have the time to film, or so I thought. So I do have thoughts on some of this, but we're gonna dive in. So the only thing I have right now on my face is the Supergoop Daily Dose, and it has vitamin C and SPF of 40, and I've been liking this. I picked this up at TJ Maxx. Also, I have to leave my phone on because I'm like doing a Walmart order and I have to keep an eye on substitutions. So if the dinging is annoying, I apologize. But let's go ahead and get into the look. So I'm going to start out with this product. It's not new, but I love it so much. It's newer, actually. This is the newest shade that DENESSA MYRICKS came out with. It's the Yummy Skin Glow Serum Hydrating and Priming Face Serum. Now this is the shade Fresh Pressed, and I love this. So I do have lots of discoloration on my face. I have a current eczema breakout. I need to go to the dermatologist. I have dry skin, very dark circles under my eyes, and I have a current breakout going on. I've been telling you guys about it in videos, but it's like all over my forehead here and all over my face from me using the e.l.f. Makeup remover, the balm. It broke me out like really bad. So I just like to squirt some on the cheeks. But I did want to tell you a little bit about my face, like my skin. That way you know whether or not you would like the same products as me. I do like a hydrating primer personally, but I love the way this smells. It smells so good. I really love a lot of the DENESSA MYRICKS products. I think they're so good. I love the way they apply, the way they wear. Their blushes are my favorite. I love them. I'm waiting for them to come out with a bronzer formula in the same formula as the blushes. That would be so good. But I just love the way this looks under foundation. I think it gives me like the perfect amount of glow. It doesn't break up what I put on it. I just think it looks so beautiful and hydrating. So when I filmed this yesterday, I actually did not use primer under the foundation. So I have tried it without primer too, and I'll let you know my thoughts more towards the end. So for foundation, we have the LAWLESS Forget the Filler Skin Plumping Line Smoothing Foundation. So this is a weightless full coverage foundation that is supposed to blur and smooth the texture of your skin while blending seamlessly into the skin. It's designed for 12-hour wear, high performance skincare ingredients that offer hydration, control oil, and deliver an undetectable second skin finish, ideal for combination and acne prone skin. So when I typically buy a foundation, I never get a fair shade. I always get like light neutral or light neutral with pinky undertones, and that's what I picked up the first time I bought it. So the first one I bought is in the shade 4L, which lights. Is so dark. If you do plan on picking this up, I would just be mindful of that. They are darker than what they may look, so just keep that in mind. But I did go back and buy this one in the shade 1F. This one I have to either return or find someone that can use it. Here is this shade, and I already know because I already used it that it is a perfect shade match, which makes me really excited. So I will tell you, after yesterday's video, I do like this more with the brush personally. I feel like it gives you more full coverage, and that's what I like. But if you like a more like medium coverage, you may prefer the sponge. I will do both. That way you guys can kind of see like a side-by-side situation. And we will start with the brush side. And this is the F47 from Sigma, the multitasker. I love this brush. It is what I almost always use for foundation. It doesn't leave lines or anything like that. It's just a freaking great brush. And I really honestly think this looks so beautiful on the skin. It's like a soft matte finish, and it's a very thin formula, which does give you like that second skin look. It feels weightless. And see, you can still see some things peeking through, but I will do a little more on the face. This spot, that dark spot on my face, is like really hard to cover up. So you can't really go by that. You just kind of got to go by the redness. And there is the brush side all complete. I will say I really liked the way this wore yesterday as well, but I do still need to keep trying it a bunch of different ways, like with different primers and all of that. But I will say so far so good. I do think it looks really beautiful on the skin. Now let's do the sponge side. Just give it a go, see what it looks like. This is a Real Technique sponge. You can still kind of see like some of that redness peeking through, which depending on what I'm going for, I usually don't mind. I like a full coverage, but I usually gravitate more towards like mediums being favorites, and you can definitely get a medium with this as well. I really like how thin the formula is too. It doesn't seem to like get in my fine lines as bad. And there they are side by side. I say you do get more of a full coverage with the brush, but it just depends on whatever you prefer. Yesterday it was like 75 degrees here, which was so nice, and it was kind of humid outside, and it did hold up really well. I'm gonna go ahead and go back over this side real quick with the brush and fill in my brows, because I'm just using my same brow products that I always use, and I'll be right back and we'll finish up the rest of the face. I am back and the brows are done. I've been using the Grande Brow Enhancing Serum, and I think it's starting to work because I had some big bald patches. I'm like still working on a few spaces, and I've not even been using it a full month, but I'm seeing a lot of like short hairs growing in, and I'm trying to leave them alone because I don't know what to pull, what not to pull, and all of that stuff. But now we're gonna dig in. So the concealer. Now yesterday my eyes were watering so bad, like I completely lost all of the eyeshadow on my lower lash line. So I don't know if maybe I was touching my eyes and stuff because of my allergies, but when I got home this product was completely gone. So this is the Tarte Shape Tape Blur. I have it in the shade 20B Light. So this is supposed to be like full coverage, and I think you guys might be surprised by that one. But I'm excited to try this again today and see like if it was the allergies that made it disappear or what. So they sent me a brush for free. I'm pretty sure I got this off the Ulta site. This eczema's itching now. I don't like this for concealer, and I'm going to show you why. So my favorite concealer brush is the F02 from Singe Beauty. I love it so much. I'm probably going to order another one. But I'll go ahead and put some of this. I always have to put some in the corner of my eye too, because I mean, you see how dark underneath my eyes are. It's necessary. And I'll leave it like that. I mean, everything else is covered good enough. And you can see I have some settling here and a little bit on my forehead, but those wrinkles on my forehead are really deep. My eyebrows are really expressive. I couldn't think of the word, but it's given me like these fine lines. So they're not fine, they're deep. But I do get some settling there, but usually most foundations settle like really bad in those lines. The only one I found that really doesn't is the Urban Decay Face Bond. I love that product. But I'm gonna go in with F02 on this side. Now keep in mind, this side is a bit darker than the side I'm working on now. Oh, today's Amanda's birthday, guys. I'm so excited. We were supposed to get tattoos today, but they like canceled on us last minute and said they didn't have time. So we're just gonna hang out tonight and then probably like go celebrate this weekend. But here we have like one layer under this eye. And now let's use the brush. For one, it's too big. I might use this like in the future for eye primer, but it's definitely too big. It's too fluffy. It's hard to like get it close to the lash line. Or like in the inner corner situation. You see what I mean? Like, you get better coverage with F02. It's more densely packed and it's easier to use. So I am going to go in with another layer, especially on this eye, because it didn't get very close to the lash line. And I'm going to add a little more right here as well. But I do think this looks really good on the under eye. I was kind of scared. Oh, the stuttering gets me sometimes. But I was kind of concerned because Shape Tape was really thick, and I was like, Shape Tape in a stick? I don't know about that. But I did like the way that it looked under the eye. We'll have to see if it slides off my face again. It is creamy, so I could almost guarantee it's probably going to settle into the lines under my eyes as well. But we'll have to see. So next, I have the Lawless Perfecting Powder. This is a skin smoothing powder, and I picked up the shade TUTU, which I'm pretty sure is the lightest shade they offer on the site. The packaging on these products are really, really nice as well. And here is the shade. It also comes with a sponge. The back of it raises up. I'll probably like keep this in here. I don't know if I'm ever going to use that or not though, to be honest. So I'm going to use my Unearthly Cosmetics Velour Puff. I like it because it's like squishy and it bends and, you know, to the shape of your finger, so you can kind of press the powder in, and I really like that. And yeah, I did get some creasing already. And I'm just going to press this down here. I'm not going to set the whole face right now because I have some other like liquids and creams. Okay, so I did get a bronzer, and it's one from Lawless. This is the Summer Skin Velvet Matte Bronzer, and I got the shade Golden Hour. But I do want to use cream products. I also picked up a Lawless Pinch My Cheek Soft Blur cream blush, and I got the shade Valentine. But the look that I'm doing today is like more yellow orange, so I did need some orange in that combo as well. So I'm gonna do like some layering. I'm gonna put this towards the back of the cheeks after we do the Lawless one, just to get a little bit of that color in there. But because the blush products are creams, I don't want to use this just yet. So I'm going to do a little bit of contour first, and then I'll just bronze up the like perimeters of my face after I do the blush. So I'm just going to take some of this here. Okay, so I'm going to use this face brush from Bella Beauty Bar. I really love it a lot. I almost just threw that. I just caught it with my arm. But I'm going to use this to blend this out. I absolutely love this product. I use it all the time. I think it's beautiful. I have mine in the shade Mellow, and I have a feeling this is going to last me a lifetime. But then again, I don't know, because like I said, I do use it a lot. It's my most reach for like face product at the moment. It just blends out so easily, and I love the way it looks on the skin as well. I hate these little baby hairs that I can't like put them back, because I hate it when makeup gets in my hair. But you see what I mean? It's just freaking gorgeous. And there's the contour all complete. I love it. I think it's so beautiful. But as mentioned, we're going to go in with this Lawless blush. I'm excited to finally be trying this formula. I know a lot of people like really raved about it last year, so I'm excited to gather my thoughts on it as well. So I'm going to use the Sigma F89 Baked Kabuki brush. I mean, this is more for like foundation, I'm guessing, but I'm gonna use it for this, and I just want to see like what this looks like on my face. And I made myself grab a shade that I don't have a lot of in my collection, because one, you know, should only have so many orange and peach blushes. This formula does feel like very cream to powder, but you guys know I like a lot of blush, so I'm just layering, and it is like working very well with the other products on my face. And as you can see, it does build up very nicely as well. And there we have the blush. Honestly, I don't know why I don't do more pinks, because they really do look so pretty. But I do want to go over it a little bit with the orange, at least make it a little more orange leaning, so that the blush goes with the eye look. I did just more than anything want to try out the formula. So I'm gonna just put some back here towards the back. That way I still have like a part of it where I can see how long it lasts and stuff like that. I don't want to change all of it, but you get what I'm saying, hopefully. Maybe I should have just wore the pink and picked out a different look. And honestly, I went back and forth on that, but this look, I can't get it out of my head. When I swatched this palette today, I lost my mind, and I have to create it. So it kind of messed things up a little bit. So let's just turn this a little bit orange, and we'll keep it a-moving. So I have a bunch of highlight products to try. So I saw a video that Betty Jean did where she got a bunch of stuff from BLACKMOON Cosmetics in PR, and I saw the highlighters and I thought they looked so beautiful. But I'm gonna be honest with you, these are some of the most powder, like the texture of them, I don't know, they do look really pretty, but the texture is weird. So I can't read the font on this. It's Cats something, I don't know. I'll have it linked down below. Like, I can barely even see it. It's like a very tight cursive. But this one is like more fluorescent, But do you see like how white and powdery they come off? When you put them on your hand though, they look really, really beautiful. So I'm not as worried about this one as much as I am the other one. This one I do remember it's called Glowworm. And it's really, like, really pretty, but it's kind of weird. They're just like really powdery. It's a different formula than what I'm used to. And don't get me wrong, they are gorgeous. But I'm concerned like with how they're gonna look on the face. And I also don't know which color to use. I think I have to use the one Glowworm, but I do also have these from not Singe Beauty. Ooh, Singe. Are you coming out with highlighters? But I meant NYX. I have these 3 from NYX. And I could use these as well. So let me show you the look that I'm talking about. It's basically gonna be these 3 mattes right here, but I want to add in this blue. I know it sounds crazy, but swatch out, it was so freaking gorgeous. So I'm not even sure exactly how I'm gonna lay this out, but I'm excited. I think this is about to be so stunning. So the question is, which highlighter would go with that? Honestly, I could do the NYX on one side, which I have been trying these off camera. I love them. I've used all 3 of them, and I think they're wonderful. I've used this one and the purple one several times. This one's my least favorite. This is Butta Than Gold, but I love these. I think they're beautiful. So what we'll do is I'll do the minty one. This is BUTTERMELT, and we'll do Glowworm on one side, and then at the end of the look I'll just go back in and mix them up so my look is cohesive, because I do want to film some more videos after this. We're doing a spring look. I'm so ready for the winter to be over. You know, I hate being hot, I do, but my depression cannot handle winter for very long. I do have like really bad seasonal depression, so as you could tell, that was still creasing. Might not be a good sign for this product, but we'll see. So we're gonna go in with Glowworm first, but do you see what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain. Don't look at my nail. I forgot to tell you guys about that story. I'll tell you guys about the story I almost forgot to tell you right when I start the eye look. I'm getting so confused, I can't even follow myself along. So sorry guys, but I'm going to use the Sigma F03 High Cheekbone Highlighting Brush. It's one of my favorites. So we'll use this for this side. And I'm a little curious for how this is gonna look on the face. It picks up kind of weird, but as long as it looks good on the face, I honestly don't care about that. Long story short, just because it's different doesn't mean it's wrong or bad. Because I will say, does that not look so glossy and stunning on the face? I will definitely have to mix these though, because this is coming off as more yellow in the best way. I bet Angelica would like this a lot. Maybe I spoke prematurely, you know? So now we're going to go in with the Singe Beauty F07. I always get mixed up with Singe and Sigma, and I say the wrong name all the time. But we're going to do this one. And again, I'm going to go on the side of the brush like that picked up. And I like to kind of like tap it on. And then use the fluffier side of the brush to blend out. Do you see what I mean? That's so freaking pretty. I'll have to go in with some more blush for this too, so it's not so stripy. But honestly, I think I might like the yellow one better. Don't get me wrong, I love a colorful highlight too, and this one's gorgeous. But out of the two, I think I might like the yellow one, which actually kind of surprises me. I wasn't expecting that. I don't know. But as for these, I will leave them. I just kind of like to use my brush that I use for blush, and I'll just tap over. Kind of helps blend and mesh it all together, in my opinion. And I'll have to like try to remember to mix them, but I think that's so gorgeous. And look, it's creasing again. Can you see it? So I'm really unsure about this. I did use it yesterday, but I don't know how I feel about it just yet. I'm definitely gonna have to use this one more. So I got it in the shade Golden Hour. Again, the packaging is gorgeous. I was a little worried that this would be too dark for me, but it doesn't go on as deep as it looks. So I'll just add some like over top of this situation. And like I said, I am gonna have to try this a little more, because I'm wondering, yesterday I was worried that it was looking a little patchy. It doesn't look patchy today, I don't think. I do see a situation going on here, but I don't know what that is. I do have a scar up here somewhere, and I don't remember where it's at, so maybe it's clinging to that. If you guys are familiar with this formula, let me know like your thoughts on it. I was worried this was going to be too dark, and for what I typically like in a bronzer, it isn't too dark. I know for some people, I go like really heavy on blush and bronzer, but in my personal preference, I just prefer it the way that I do it on myself anyway. But if you can see like close, which you can, do you see like those little white dots? Is that from like the powder not being mixed correctly, I wonder? Or is it supposed to be like that? This does feel like very nice and buttery on the skin. I know Samantha March raves about Lawless, which is what made me really want to try them, because I've listened to her brag about them. I mean, like rave about them for years. So I'm glad that I'm finally getting to try them. And honestly, so far so good on that front. But I'm gonna have to try this bronzer out more. Okay, so I went ahead and set the rest of my face and everything. You guys, I don't think this concealer is gonna be it for me. It keeps creasing and I have to keep patting it out. I don't know, it might be a little too creamy, but we'll stay to the end to gather my thoughts. I'll try not to touch it anymore just to see like how much it creases. But as for the powder, I do think it looks really beautiful on the skin. It's not too mattifying. You still get a little bit of that shine, I feel like, but it does set everything down except for this concealer apparently. But I forgot, I also got lip products from Lawless. So this is my first time trying any of their lip products too, except for the Lawless Forget the Filler Overnight Sleeping Mask. So this one is new to me. And yesterday, I'm like always dehydrated. I do not drink enough water. So I don't know if it was that, but it seemed like after I used this yesterday, my lips were like really dry. It does have like that cooling effect, so I don't know if it dried out the lips. But the one that's not plumping, I love it so much. I got a sample in as like a Sephora gift one time, and I loved it so much. I think it was the one called like Birthday Cake maybe. But let's do some lip liner. So I swatched this on the back of my hand to see if it would sit down, and it did smudge. So this is the Forget the Filler Definer Liner in the shade Pink Slip. So I'm going to put this on and let it sit down for a minute. We'll see if it moves around or not, but I don't think it's gonna like stay. It looked like it stained a little. You can even still kind of see it. That's after I wiped it with a wipe, so maybe I just didn't let it sit long enough. I am kind of impatient. to do my Cupid's bow is a little crooked, so to do my lips I line the bottom and then I press my lips together and it shows me where that line should be at top. At least that's what I think. This is almost a My Lips but better color. Okay, so this is it applied. I've let it sit for a minute. So we're going to do the kiss test. And we do have some transfer. So, I mean, the Unearthly one transfers a little bit, but I love that one too. So I just need to try it out a little more and I'll find out how I feel about it. So I also have a lipstick from Lawless. This is the Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Line Smoothing Satin Cream Lipstick. And I picked up the shade Daisy Girl. On the box, when I got it in, I was like, oh no, why did I get a pink like that? Because you guys know I don't do a whole lot of pink. But it looks completely different, which thank goodness for that. I love how light this is, especially paired with the lip liner. And it does look really pretty on the lips. We'll have to see like how it wears and all of the stuff. At the end, I do want to top it with a gloss. I have another Lawless gloss. I forgot about that because I got it in a BoxyCharm. I use it all the time, but it's like one of the things that I keep in my purse. And I forgot that it was Lawless, but I picked up a lip plumping line smoothing gloss. This is in the shade Daisy Girl. So we'll do this more towards the end. So I'm going to go in with some DIEVERUNE Color and Cover Primer Paint in the shade White. I cleaned my Singe Beauty FO2 and I'm going to use that to blend this out. I really like a white, especially with pastels. So I recommend this one from DIEVERUNE. I like it a lot. I also like this one from Bella Beauty Bar. I like the paints from DD Signature as well, if you're in the market for one. But whites are so good for lighter shades like pastels. So, as I was telling you a little bit ago, I thought I had a nail appointment yesterday, so I got up all early and was still running late, so that's why I ended up not filming this yesterday. But I get there and she's like, I don't have you on until Thursday. And apparently, like, we had a conversation because I had to reschedule my appointment, and we talked about making my appointment for Tuesday in our chat, but we both wrote the appointment down for Thursday. And then I went back and looked at the chat the night before and was like, oh, I'm glad I looked because it says Tuesday. And I get there and it wasn't even time for my appointment, so I just lost I had to trash all that footage for nothing because I actually wasn't late for anything. But I did get a lot done yesterday, a lot of errands and stuff that has been plaguing my life. In the back of my mind, I always think about them, but I put them off to the very last minute, you know, those type of things. I think I'm going to take a little bit of this white and run it like down here as well, because we'll probably need some brightness down there. I probably shouldn't have set my eyes, but they're creased to the high heavens anyways. So I'm going to use this little pencil brush from ColourPop, the E27. Okay, so we're going to dig in. I have no idea how I'm actually going to do this look, like, because obviously, like, the yellow and the orange and this blue don't really go together. So I'm trying to think in my mind how I'm going to lay these out and make them go together. I'm just going to do my best and hope that it works. That's all I know to do. All I know is I have to try to find a way to make these colors work together because they're freaking stunning. So I'm actually going to start out with this really bright yellow, Archangel. And I'm doing that on a Sigma E27. I need to wash these with actual like brush cleaner instead of spot cleaning them because they're stained right now. But the brightness of this shade makes me so excited. And I just want to build this up here in the inner corner. I'm going to switch over to the E06 from Singe Beauty. It's a little more fluffy, so it allows me to pack on and blend. But do you see how vibrant this looks up against that white primer? It's so pretty. So I cleaned this brush off on my Sigma switch, and now I'm going to go into this very light yellow. And we're going to put that here in the inner corner. I'm still loving this highlighter over here. That one looks really pretty too, but that gold I feel like is really going to go with this look. Okay, so I just cleaned this brush off again. Now we're going to go into this shade, Ballerina Tulip. It's like creamsicle orange. It's so pretty. These two together alone on the lid with even just the yellow or the orange and the yellow on the lid would be so beautiful together. And these two mesh together so well. But do you see like how just bright and gorgeous that is? Makes me so excited. It makes me wish ColourPop hadn't discontinued the neons. That really does suck. And I'm kind of just going to go back and forth between these two brushes and these two colors until I get this blended very nicely. I don't know how well this lip color is going to go with this eye look. I really didn't think that part through, but can't have it all the time, you know? So I'm switching to this brush. It's the E25, and I'm going to go into this shade here called Coral Belle. Coral Belle. And I'm just going to focus this one more into the crease than anything. I don't know what to do with this blue. I will say I did another kiss test and the lip products seem to be staying. I'm gonna add a little bit of purple, I think, to this orange. Will purple go? That's the question. I know pink will. It probably depends on the purple. I'm thinking the shade Iris, that's really pretty. It's gonna mess around and get Goo Goo Dolls stuck in my head. I love that freaking song. But I like to do a little swatching situation on the back of my hand just to see like how those two work together, and looks good to me. So I'm going to take a little bit of Iris. It's right here in the pan. I'm not going to do too much, at least that's not the plan. I just want to put it kind of on the edge of this. That way I can use that blue and it won't muddy up with the orange. And then I can fade the purple into the blue, if that makes sense. I'm just trying to figure out a way to make these colors work together. If you have any ideas on how you would have done it, let me know down below. I know I could have done it on the lower lash line, but I wanted the blue to have more of a moment than that. So that's why I wanted to try to get it up here. So now let's do a little blending situation. I'm gonna pull out, ooh, this one. Is it the E54 Max? E38 Diffuse Crease. God, I was way off. I'm gonna go back into this shade right here, Coral Belle, and use that to help really blend. And let's take some of this one, the first shade, and put this over top. Now, fingers crossed the blue works out. So I'm going to dip into Bluebell. So freaking pretty. It reminds me of Prance from ColourPop. But we're going to work this in right here. there's just something about these colors together. It really gets me. It kind of reminds me of Florida, which is fitting. I'm so excited that I get to go on that trip and meet everyone. I know I've talked about it a lot, but it's because it's like at the forefront of my mind right now. I have a hair right here. Let me pluck that out. Sometimes it can make things look like they're not blended, which is why I like to grab them when I can. So I'm going to go back into Bluebell, and this one needs to be at an angle. I'm going to have to find a better way to get those two to mesh. I'm also going to take this under the lower lash line part of the way. But like I was saying, I'm so excited about the creator trip because all of like my favorite people that I've been watching for years are going, and it's so exciting that I get to meet them. But at the same time, I don't think I've ever been more nervous in my whole entire life to do something. It's literally terrifying, but I'm trying to not get in my head about it. But I've talked about it before. I do suffer from imposter syndrome, and it's just crazy. I just can't believe like this is my life right now. So now that that's blended out as best as I can, I think I'm going to go into Hibiscus because I need something to really mesh these two shades together. It's like stopping too abrupt. So I cleaned off this brush that I've been using on my Sigma switch. I'm kind of taking it up over this orange because I feel like I might have taken this orange over a little too far. So I'm trying to adjust it. I want it to kind of flow. Okay, I think I want to go back in with another E27 if I can find it. Where are you? Is it dirty? No, it's right in my hand. Literally, it was right in my hand. I'm going to go back into Ballerina Tulip, that orange, the first one, or the lightest one that I used right here. I guess it'd be easier to point it out, huh? I just love how bright that is. And then go back into Coral Bell and bring the orange further down that way. This is looking a little pastel clown, but I'm here for it. So I'm still reading the Crave series. I'm on book 4 now, and it's so good. Oh my God, I cannot believe I forgot how good this series is. It makes me so happy. I just love it so much. Highly recommend. Okay, so you see how all of this kind of ends like really abruptly. First of all, if I would have had like star stickers to put them down and then I could peel them off when I was done, that would be so cute. But I don't have any, and I didn't think of it sooner anyway, so it really wouldn't matter. I just wanted to throw it out there. But I'm going to dip into my Charlotte Tilbury setting powder and take this over the edges of this, and that's gonna like give me a cheat because where they go straight up, it's like harder to like be able to blend it like that. So if you ever have that issue, or if you ever have any issue blending, I do recommend this. It's a really good cheat. And you know, is it really a cheat though? It's a trick. Yeah. Okay, now I do want to go back in and re-intensify that blue. I need another E27, so I'm going to clean one of these off. Love this little brush. And we're going to go back into Bluebell. And I'm just going to build this up. Probably make it kind of like a liner situation at an angle. I'm still not sure with what I want to do down here. I love this. Even though it's not deep and dark. You guys know how much I love a deeper outer corner. but sometimes it is fun to do something different. And I love this. Like right here is going to be covered with shimmer, so what that looks like really doesn't matter. I'm also going to take Bluebell on this E54 medium sweeper and run it down here. God, I used to use these little like brush duos all the time. It was the only thing I used. I still love them a lot. They come in the Sigma palettes. You can buy them individually too. It's the E54 medium sweeper and the E38 diffuse crease. I love them. You know what? Ooh, let's do this. This is going to be really pretty, hopefully. I'm going to grab a Singe Beauty E04 and we're going to go in with this green Slipper Orchid. I don't understand that reference, but the color is gorgeous. We're going to do that here. That's fun. These are nice pastels too. Like, you see how bright that is. Let's take this shade though. Where are you? I'll take this brush from Singe Beauty. It's the E02. We'll go into this one. I can't even try to say that. And we'll just use this to blend out the blue out here. This is such a fun look. I'm so ready for the spring vibes. Then I'll go in with the Singe Beauty E01 and go back into the yellow. That shade right there is so pretty too. It's like really like that pastel creamsicle kind of shade. Look at that. When you put that over top of that green, do you see how neon it makes it? Ooh, you know what? The Melted Matte palette would be really good with this too. Like really good. So next we're going to go into Daylily and I'm going to just press this around the rest of the inner corner. Honestly, if I would have not taken this blue too far over, this alone would be such a gorgeous look, even with the blue like that. Okay, so I think I have it figured out what I want to do. I'm going to use the Clionad's Shine On Shimmer Shadow Enhancer first. I just like to put it on the back of my hand, as most of you know. I say it all the time. It's hard. Sometimes I feel like I'm repeating myself too much, but then I don't want to not explain enough for newer people. So if I repeat myself too much, I do apologize. But I am going to just haphazardly put it on the lid. I'm using the Sigma E55 to get in the inner part. I need more product though. Okay, so this is probably like so obvious, but I do want to use these two shades and maybe some of that in the inner corner. So I'm going to start out with the orange one, Cleopatra Lily. Took me a minute there, but look at that. It's so freaking delicious. And I do want to tap this like out here. This is... Shimmers just make everything so much better. At least for me. I just love them so much. Oh, it's so pretty. I just love like how fiery it is. Let me show you an actual swatch. Bella Beauty Bar has one of the greatest formulas of all time. I'll die on that bridge. I love them. Okay, now I do like to take it over a little far. That way when I use the lighter shade, I can kind of overlap it. It helps blend them that way, at least I think so. So I'm going to use another Singe Beauty E01, and we're going to go into this yellow here called Japanese Rose. Actually, let me go ahead and swatch it for you guys while we're at it. It's so pretty. It's so glossy. It has like the most beautiful like blue and pink glitter reflex in them. They're stunning. Let me grab a setting spray. I'm going to use the MAC Fix Plus. It's the one I have in front of me. And I'm going to pick up some of this shade and then spray it. This chair squeaking the way it is when it's basically brand new is driving me nuts when I edit my videos. I try to cut it out, but yeah, it's too bad. I gotta figure something out. I'm stuttering. This is so pretty. I kind of put a little bit too much on there for a second. I love this yellow. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Dissolve that's in the Molten Chromes palette. Let's do a side-by-side swatch. So I think this one actually might be a little darker. You guys know I freaking love the Molten Chromes palette. And then here we have Dissolve. This palette would go good with this as well. There she is in all her glory. It's definitely lighter, but it still has like that gorgeous fiery flip that I know and love. So I'm gonna use the side of this brush to pick up some more of that yellow. And I want to press some of this down here. I probably do need to spray it so I don't get fallout. And it kind of helps it be a little more precise. And it made that like green really pop down there. Okay, now I think I want to do some of this shade here, Sunset Rose. It's like such a beautiful, like light creamy orange. It's so stunning, so reflective. So I'm just going to clean off my E01 again. Like, she picks up everything. I love this freaking brush. And that's just like the perfect like little touch, I feel like, in the inner corner. It's so pretty. So I do want to fix this outer corner. I don't want it to like the shimmers to stop abruptly like that. So we're going to go back into Bluebell. And I'm going to use the E11 from Singe to blend this matte into the shimmers. That would have been another really good way to get this color combo, would be to do the blues throughout the crease and maybe even the yellow in the inner corner, and then put the orange shimmer on the lid. That would have been a good way as well. I didn't think of it, but I'm kind of glad because I do really love the way this turned out. I think it's so pretty. I'm excited to see what this looks like all complete. I have no idea which color I'm going to pick for liner, but I'm going to go figure all of that out right now, and I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. So far, I really like this lip product. I mean, it's not 100% transfer proof, but it still looks really beautiful on the lips. It's really comfortable. It has not gotten on my teeth, which, you know, that's a huge plus for me. But yeah, I think it's beautiful, and everything else is holding up well, and as well as the highlights and the blush. But I'm gonna fix the highlight situation too, and I'll be back and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all complete. I am back with the finished look, and while my hair is looking a little frizzy, I still feel like 10 million bucks. This look is so stunning, and it was so much fun to create. Typically, I would have brought in something else to deepen up. You guys know how I am, but I'm so glad that I did not do that this time, and I made myself follow through because I think this is so freaking stunning. So, the lip products, I actually am really loving these a lot. The lipstick has pretty good like staying power. I've been drinking my water and everything, and honestly, I'm so slow, guys. Today's been one of those days with my ADHD where I cannot focus on anything. It's 10 o'clock at night, and I started this video around 4, which I mean, I have been wearing this makeup for a long time, so this is kind of like a wear test as well. But the lip products, I really like these. I could see myself getting some more and more colors, but you know, this is just a first impression. But I did want to go over it with the gloss. And I do have one. I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me. So I found it. And apparently it's been leaking in there. Something has been. But the original shade I have is in the shade Rosy Outlook. And like I said, I really loved it. It's been a while since I've used it, to be honest, but I think it's beautiful. So I'm excited to have another shade. This one is like kind of milky. Ooh, and it smells fruity. The doe foot on these are so good. The way that it like hugs your lips. I need to wipe this off though. Try not to get it messed up like the other one. But the way that it hugs your lips, I really, really like that a lot. I think it's so just comfortable. It's not sticky. It's really smooth. It is a thicker formula, which does help you get that more smooth lip. I put on a little bit too much. But I think it's really pretty. And honestly, this lip, I feel like goes with this eye look way more than I thought it was going to. So before we get into my thoughts on everything I used, I did want to tell you the liners I used. So I went through the waterline with the ColourPop liner in the shade Exit, which is white, because I did want the colors to be more bright and pastel. So then I used Prance from ColourPop, like almost all the way through, and then I went over it and layered over Prance a little bit in the center with the shade Yellow from Unearthly Cosmetics, and it kind of gave me like a yellow green to blue combo. Goes so well with the eye look. And for mascara, I used the Benefit Bounce. I'm still really loving this a lot. It gives length and volume. I've talked about it in a few videos already, but in case you haven't seen those, I really like the wand on this a lot. It's got like the rubber bristles on one end and then the brush on the other, and it's that little ball at the end of it kind of helps you like get into the inner and outer corners and stuff. I really like it. I actually like it more than I like the Bad Gal Bang. And for lashes, I put on a brand new pair of the Bright Lashes in the style All Natural. I cut off like 2 clusters. This is a like full strip lash because they are longer and I love them so much. I think they're so pretty the way they give you like the most perfect amount of wispiness. But I'm going to go ahead and get you guys zoomed out and we're going to go through all of these products and I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are and what my favorites are. Okay, so I've already talked about this. It's not a new to me product or anything, but I did want to let you guys know I've been trying this for weeks and I love it. If you have dry skin and you like a more glowy base, you will love this. It smells so good too, and it just makes any foundation look so beautiful on the skin. So for me, I don't have like too much of a preference between like glowy or matte foundations or anything in between because I always use like a glowy base. Sometimes it is nice to have like your products be matte and then add glow where you want glow to peek through. That's fun too, but I really, really love this product. I could not recommend it more. As for the foundation, honestly, this is wearing really, really nice. I've had it on for around 5 hours so far. I mean, keep in mind, I've been in the house. We have our AC on today, so I'm not in any kind of humidity or anything yet. But I do plan on going out this weekend with Amanda, so I will keep testing this and I will let you guys know. But honestly, I think it looks so beautiful on the skin. I really like the coverage. I really like the finish. I'm super happy that I picked this one up. Okay, as for the concealer, I'm really going to have to try this out with like powders that I know and love to see like which product is doing it. But I do feel like under my eyes do look a little cakey. And I think it's because this is a thicker product and it could be the concealer. And you can see it's kind of like bunching up like right here. You can really see it, like, if you look really far, like, up close. So this I don't know about just yet. I'm going to have to keep using it, trying it out, so I can gather my thoughts. Same with the powder. I don't think this powder is bad by any means, but I don't know yet if it sticks out above my Kosas or, you know, my favorite, which is the Charlotte Tilbury. I love those powders. It did set my makeup down and it doesn't look bad on the skin, but I don't really see like the blurring aspect of it that they're saying it has. So that's another product I'm definitely going to have to keep trying. Same with the bronzer. I like the undertone of the bronzer and it seemed to blend very nicely and everything, but I do want to keep trying it out. It did look a little patchy in some spots yesterday. So like I said, I'll have to update you guys on that. I've been telling you I'm going to start doing speed reviews and I'm hoping that I can do one soon because there are a lot of other products I want to update you on. Not necessarily these because I haven't used them yet, but I will keep you guys posted on that. As for the blush, I really like this so far. I think it blends beautifully on the skin and is not faded. Even with me adding more product like highlighter and stuff to the face, it still hasn't budged. So, I mean, with this one, so far so good. I think it looks so beautiful. I would totally be interested in picking up more shades on this one. These highlighters, honestly, I really didn't think I was going to like these, but the more I keep looking at them on the cheek, the more beautiful I think they are. They're so wet and glossy looking. I'm truly shocked. They're called Moonlighters, and I love that too. I love the whole theming of that brand. I did pick up some lipsticks from them. I can't wait to try it as well, but I'm excited to have these. So they're just a different formula than what I'm used to. That one is like so pretty, and I was afraid they were going to have like a white base to them as well, but they really don't. And it's like the definition of don't judge a book by its cover, because honestly, I'm truly shocked at how pretty these are. But again, I'm going to keep testing them out for longevity and all of those things. But like I said, I have had this on for a few hours and I love it. You guys already freaking know how much I love the DENESSA MYRICKS blushes. These are so wonderful. They're kind of like a cream to powder formula. They are so beautiful. They give your skin like this gorgeous flush, and I love them so much. I have picked up 6 shades. I just got in the grape soda and one of the more neutral like shades, and I've been loving them as well. But I could not recommend this blush formula more. It is one of my favorites. It is my favorite cream blush. I also have a favorite powder, which is probably the Singe Beauty ones, and then my favorite liquid at the moment I think goes to Laminatrix, but I have some other favorites as well. I'm thinking about doing like top 10. I watched Betty Jean do a video where she talked about her top 10 favorites in every category and even broke it down to creams, powders, and all of that stuff, and I think I would like to do that as well. Let me know your thoughts. And same for these. I've been loving these. I've used every single shade. I've used these two several times now, and I think they are so beautiful. I did mix them with one that I told you I was going to, and I love them together. These are awesome. I'm super excited to have these in my collection as well. I might pick up more colors. They have like so many different variations of the yellow and the gold. I'm guessing for different skin tones, which I love, but I'll have them linked down below along with everything else. And I think the last thing I wanted to talk about is the Rare Beauty Contour. I know this has been a very hit or miss product, but I love this so much. I literally have to make myself stop reaching for it and to use other things in my collection because I love this so much. I cannot put it down. It's such a good product. It's so thin and lightweight, and it blends so beautifully. I just think it looks so gorgeous on the skin. Again, if you like that more like glowy type of product, I feel like you get that with this. But if you're someone who likes a cream product, but then you like to go set it with your like face powder and stuff, it still like comes through. It's such a good product. So really you could use it either way. And if you have not seen my last several videos, I have been talking about these Spectrum liners. They are from Unearthly Cosmetics. They're Spectra pencils. I love them so much. And I've not used them all just yet. And I have noticed so far that I prefer the ColourPop white over their white. The ColourPop one is like a little more creamy, so I feel like it goes in the waterline better. But as for the other colors I've used, the light blue, the yellow, the orange, the green, and the purple, I've loved them so far. I'm so excited to be able to use the other colors. And if you like a more pastel liner, I recommend doing what I did for this look and going in with the white and then going over it with the color. Sometimes you can even go back over it with the white. It makes it look so freaking stunning. I'm telling you guys, the more I look at these lip products, the more I want more. And God knows I don't need them. I actually need to do a lip declutter. And I was wondering if you guys are interested in me filming it or if I should just go ahead and do it off camera. I have way too many lip products at this point, but it's so fun to keep trying new things. So I usually pass down my old stuff as long as it's not expired, which I shouldn't have anything expired in my collection. I just give it to my family and my really close friends, and they seem to enjoy it, which makes me so excited. I had such a blast creating this look. So thank you so much to the person who asked me to do a look with this. I would love to do more. I am working on a 4 looks, 4 palettes video that I've been working on for quite a while, but I would like to start doing more of those with my older palettes, maybe doing one for like the seasons, you know, and using the seasons as inspiration to use some of my palettes that I either have not used yet or things that I'm really excited to get my hands on or put on my face. You know what I mean. I'm all over the place. So this is the first video I've ever done on this palette because I did buy this during Black Friday. And I'm so glad that I have it in my hands. My full intention was to do spring looks with it. And today was my first time swatching it. I've used a few shades out of it, but I've not used it like solely on its own. And man, I love the way this look turned out so much. Like I think I mentioned in the beginning, they did update the packaging on it. It's way prettier now. I mean, this is pretty too, but I love the new packaging. Also, I am an affiliate with Bella Beauty Bar, but I did not get this in PR. I have not gotten PR from them yet, but if you want to use my code, it is AOML and it will save you 10%. And if you use it, thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. My bad, my girls are hanging out. But it really does mean a lot. I'm a dork, guys, and it's like 10:30. So you have to look over me. My like cutoff time for life is usually around 9:30, so I'm like really pushing through. But I had so much fun today, and I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to spend the day with me and get ready with me and just chat about random things. It's such a good time. I really want to do more videos like these. I think I'm going to do like a full face of favorites next. That could be really, really fun. Let me know what you guys think of that down below. But please subscribe. If you find yourself liking my videos and stuff, it really does mean a lot. And if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. That really means a lot as well. I cannot wait to hear your thoughts on all of this. Let me know if you guys own any of these products, if you've been thinking about picking them up. What are your favorite things? I would love to hear it. Leave me some spring emojis down below. I am so pumped and so ready for spring, but I cannot wait to talk to you guys down below in the comments. But thank you again for everything, and until next time, bye.